What is up, YouTube and all my fish keeping friends? How is everybody doing out there in fish tank land? I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday afternoon. Um, I'm a little tired, just a little tired. Um, spent the weekend, as you guys probably know. I spent the weekend with Lucas. Lucas had a little slumber party over here this weekend, so we've been running around doing all kinds of cool stuff, and I got a lot of stuff going on. He's got some content, some special stuff he's going to share with you guys. I can't wait for those pieces to be finished. But let's see here. Let me check out everybody in the chat. I hope everybody's doing well today, really. I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday. I hope you guys are having some time with family, relaxing, doing some water changes, getting ready for the work week, maybe. Maybe you're at work now. We have Candy Overhauls here. First, we had Dan Slee in the house. Daryl Deemer, how are you? Let's see. Zen Ginger, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Mike, what is up? Hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, Science Carrie from Science Gal Aquatic, what's up? Haley. Haley. Oh, boy. Anyways, so I'm exhausted. I took a little nap before the stream today. Took a little bit of a nap. You know, we had a rental car for 2 days, so we even went around at night and just go check out some of the, in Hawaii and stuff, they do stuff they call torching, where they go out at night with flashlights, torches in the old days, and go collect, fish at night or under the moonlight and under the light of a little torch or something. But we weren't looking for saltwater fish, so we didn't do that. But we did go out at night and go out to some of the beaches, go out to some of the cool spots on the island, and just so we stayed up pretty late, but just checking. I'm trying to give him a chance to see everything he can see in like 2 days, so it's a lot to cram into 2 days. So we were going the whole time. Let me get to the bottom of the chat. Looks like I got froze up there. Thank you, Katie, for throwing out the links. I appreciate that. We were in Aquamate's stream last night for a minute. He did a late night thing, and we were jumping in there to hang out for a minute. No, that was Aquatic. That's what it was. It was Carson. It was Aquascaping 101. That's in Hawaii. It wasn't the Aussies. It was the Hawaiians. That's what we were checking with. Yeah, torching. Yeah, last night I was thinking about that when we were in your stream. We were thinking about but no, it's not that we were going for the freshwater stuff. I was trying to show him my cool freshwater stuff and freshwater spots and things like that. Priscilla, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. So I'm just totally on this chat. I've had an awesome weekend hanging out with Lucas. Like I said, we're just trying to cram in as much fun and as much filming as possible. So I'm a little exhausted after 2 days of that. He just boarded a plane. Should be in the air right now. His flight left a little bit ago, so he should be flying through the air right now on his way back to the continental United States. But we had a lot of fun in a short amount of time, that's for sure. It's pretty much 3 nights all together there. Sharpies Models Aquatics, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Aquamate, good to see you here. Mike, how are you? Melvin, good to see you in here, man. Let's see. Well, have a good one, Aquamate. Have a good day at work. Drive safe. Don't work too hard. What about anyways, let's see. William Jansen, good to see you here. Yeah, okay, well, yes, William was around for that. Some people that were around last night knew why we were up so late. We wanted to catch sea turtles in the morning, so as soon as the sun rises, there's a spot where the sea turtles hang out in the morning and graze on the grass at the bottom of the ocean there in that bay. So we stayed up until the sun came up so that we could hit this spot at as soon as the sun is up. So we stayed up all night last night waiting for that to happen, and we did see sea turtles. I will give that away. I'm gonna have to try to throw some stuff together today just to give you guys a little sneak peek, but you're gonna have to wait for Lucas's content, because he really came down here to do his own stuff, and I graciously hosted him, let him stay here. We could hang out and geek out, talk about fish and stuff and life and YouTube, and I can show him a place I've lived for 20 years. So it was really nice to be able to share this place with someone else who's part of my fish keeping family and community, and actually it's the first time I've been able to show my fish room to somebody else. So it was kind of a big deal for me, and it's Lucas it's really, really cool. we definitely vibe well. We're definitely on the same page about a lot of things and our style of tanks too. You know, let's see. Let's see. A lot of life talk. A lot of life talk. Yeah, my son. Yeah, Haley. You check. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, of course. Life talk. Just chilling out, you know? I think that for a lot of this, that have pursued this hobby on a professional level, on a business level, or pursuing a passion project, or doing something that we love for a living, and I mean, I don't. YouTube is fun for me. I mean, every all the support helps and everything makes everything go around and helps me build things up and get bigger and bigger as I go. But you know, I'm doing my thing because I love it. I have a day job I still go to every day and this and that. But my point is that for a lot of us that are doing this, it's we're following our passions as a business model as well too. So it's a very powerful situation to be in, and it's really awesome too when you can do what you love for a living. It's a beautiful thing, and it kind of can change the way you live your life, the way you get to spend time with your children and stuff like that. You know, just being able to have like a work from home kind of situation too. So I don't know. It's been an interesting, deep life chat, and just thinking about this long process of content creation, and then the process of being a fish breeder, and there's a couple of different facets and sides to this whole thing. Where's Amber? Amber's not around. I see people talking about Amber, but Amber's not in the chat right now. I don't know if she's painting. She's been painting. I finally caught a glimpse of the colors that she's working with. She's been painting in the basement. So hopefully I want to keep the circulation rolling, keep the air rolling through there, keep some fresh air rolling through that basement. Oh boy, a new record, 2 live streams in one day. Jeremy. Oh, I was talking about you today. Well, because I was talking to Lucas about just about your knowledge with plants and stuff, because we were talking about a couple that we were hiking around and looking at different plant species and stuff like that. I think your name came up a few times and showing him the least killies and stuff like that. Let's see here. Green. Amber was in my earlier stream. Innocent smile. Yeah, Dansley said hi already, but good to see you in here, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're keeping all those boosters alive over there. Holding it down over there, those Bucephalandra. I've been getting really excited with everything in this, in my paludarium. They're loving that immersed growth, and I want to build something big where I create something where the water just flows like it does in Borneo, like the water just flows right over the plants, a constant little just dribble of water flowing over the boost, but immersed. Anyways, where is Amber? Everybody's gonna go. She'll be here in a second. Now she's probably painting the basement, or maybe seeing her mom. Maybe she went to see her mom. There we go. Speaking of parents, Papa Harden in the house. What is up, Dad? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. I gotta give you a call tonight. I got business stuff. I'm in trouble. My boss wants to talk to me tonight after all this. I'm supposed to film too and throw up something out for you guys tonight. I gotta get something out there for tomorrow. I got something I want to share with you guys that I haven't really shared with you yet. So I'll put that out for tomorrow. Give you a closer look on that. There she is. She's right there. Amber, how are you? I got this nice deep voice because I just woke up. It's the morning morning DJ voice. It's partially of staying up all night with LRB chasing turtles in the ocean. Chasing turtles and chasing guppies. Let's see what's going on in here. Green walls. Oh yeah, that's what Candy was talking about. Green. I don't know. Yeah, Amber's trying to copy my living room, I think. I've got a thing for green. I've always had a thing for the green on walls. It's a little wild, but I feel like the green should be in a room that can have some wild energy. Like this, for like a fish room. The tanks are full of green. It works, but it's a special room. It's a fish tank gallery. It's not like, I don't know. For some people, it can be a really powerful color, like too intense for them, but I love these walls. It's a special little. The next person that rents this place is gonna come in and go, "What is what?" It's the first thing they're probably gonna do is paint these walls. Oh boy. My bathroom is school bus orange. School bus orange with baby blue trim. That's my bathroom. All right. Both my parts have always been, oh, bright green. Oh, well, I did not know that, Amber. All right. So I don't know if anybody has any questions. If anybody has any questions, one thing I really love about Lucas's streams is when he just has that opportunity, like, like really get into fish. I like to talk about fish when I stream. I don't really want to kind of try. I do my best to try to stay off of complaining about YouTube or talking about being a YouTuber, or the struggles of it. I mean, there's a time and place for that, but I feel like most of you out there want to talk about fish, and that's what I want to talk about myself. Um, I'll have like a couple things that I can bring up that I'm going to share on the video tomorrow, but the blue tetras have been doing good. They're happy. I have to set up this next tank, a fry tank. That is doing good. Well, we did lose Puzolente, the wild beta fish. I mean, not the domestic beta fish. He had some kind of, I think it was some kind of an intestinal parasite that I wasn't able to nail in time or something. I felt like there was a little bit of a swelling, maybe. So we lost him, unfortunately. I moved some things around. I set up some new tanks. Rescaped the tank behind me. If you guys haven't checked that out, I got a video on that. We've got, and I'm not going to get any closer to it, but I redid this tank. Well, we're going to check that out. I'm going to show that to you guys in the morning. So there's that. Let's see. The colors. Oh, yeah, Dan Slee. Down here, the colors here in the Caribbean, like, the people love bright colors, period. Like, people will paint their house like plateau pink, or like that, yeah, school bus orange, or baby blue, like that. The Caribbean colors, people traditionally will paint their homes very, very, very wild, bright, and pastel, like, vibrant colors. So me doing this here, totally, it does fit in with the Caribbean vibe. I think it does well for YouTube just to have like those nice popping colors in the background, and it was never planned that way. I never had any thought of YouTube. Well, maybe I did in part of the back of my head, but I wasn't. There wasn't a fish tank in this apartment when I did that at walls. It was not about, oh, I want to make this place look cool for YouTube or for filming. It was just, I want a green. The white behind this rack right here, the white that you see behind it, that is a whiteboard, but it was a projector screen. I used to have a projector mounted, and that was my TV, and the couch was back here on the other side of the room. And yeah, that was my TV at one point. So there's a lot of changes that happen in this apartment, and it's like everything happened for a reason. It all has come together, and kind of everything. It's just a really beautiful thing to see things happening the way they are. And I'm just going with the flow, I kind of have this a little bit of a blind faith of like knowing that I'm following the right path, and I'm doing something positive. I'm doing something helpful for other people. I'm not harming other people. I just feel like everything is just slowly comes together on its own naturally as you put your positive energy out there. I believe, though, things start to just manifest themselves, and the law of attraction. I think positive attracts positive. If you put out positive energy, it's gonna come back to you, and I totally believe that. And that's part of this kind of passion project that I'm on. I really can't wait till the day where I can do some kind of youth program. Like that'll be my ultimate chance to really give back. Is to create some kind of like educational kind of program, or a workshop or something. Working with young people, you're working with kids in relation to life science and biology and stuff like that. Using life science and animal educating to educate young people and stimulate them to want to grow up and take care of our planet. Maybe that's kind of where I'm at with that. And I know it's not going to happen tomorrow, but I have faith that down the line things will come together. And those parts, that time will happen. I feel like that would be Florida. I feel like I see myself doing something like that in Florida, maybe up north in Vermont, with Amber, some kind, maybe something with some schools or something. I don't know. That'd be really cool. Let's see here. Let me see. I don't want to miss any. See, Jeremy's asking Amber some question there, but I'm trying to keep up and see if there's any questions from anybody. Keep an eye out for question marks or highlighting my name, you know, tagging me in the question so I can catch it. I did see Deanna Somerville. How are you, Deanna? I missed her today. Me and Lucas were going to try to meet up with Deanna at Maho if possible. We had to cram out Maho this morning. We literally went there and watched the sun come up at Maho Beach, and waited for the sun to just get at the right angle, and then it was cold. For me, it's cold here. This is the winter time for us here, so I wasn't so about getting in the ocean, and for him, it's nothing. It's like, you know, bathtub water for Lucas for the most part. So we did our thing this morning, but I wanted to catch up. I have something for Deanna, and I had it in the car with us, and we did not end up, catching up with her, unfortunately, but it's all good. I wanted her to get to meet Lucas. I thought that would be cool. But he had to get out of here. He took off out of here on the 2 o'clock boat. And we just had to find some food. We stayed up all night, and we finally found ourselves some decent food today, and just try to let him pack and do some last minute filming. Anyways. It's kind of cool to sit next to another content creator, though. Like, we sit here at the desk, and we were both editing our own pieces, like working on our own stuff, like for a little bit one night, just getting into our own little grind and like silence, like we're in a library or an office. And it was kind of cool, obviously Lucas is Lucas, but Lucas to me is a friend. He's, we're on the same level with a lot of things. It's not like glorifying him or anything, but I was like, just chilling here, and we're just like doing our thing. It was really cool to be side by side with another content creator, just editing doing in our own little world, editing our own content. Oh, could be doing that next to Amber one day. Maybe she's like, no, I'm gonna have my own office, and I'm gonna close the door, and you're gonna be in your own office, and you close the door. Anyways, Dad, it's good to see you up in here. If my dad's still hanging out, lurking, listening, and watching, I love you, Dad. I hope you're doing well out there. I do need to give you a call very, very soon. I do. I gotta get back to the grind tomorrow. I got lucky to have like a 3-day weekend to hang out with Lucas. And, yeah. Aw, Haley. Aw. Oh, boy. Anyways, what's going on in the chat over here? What is everybody talking about? What is everybody doing? Let's see, there's something else that was going on here. Something else new that was happening to share. I moved my killifish around. That's going on there. Jeremy, I gotta catch up with Luke. I gotta talk to Luke too. I definitely had a little bit of a problem with those least killifish. I've been trying to treat them, but there's been a little bit of I think some kind of an intestinal parasite, and I did the trio, and then I went forward with levamisole and then fenbendazole. But unfortunately, I've had some losses with the least killies, which is a real bummer. I don't like that happening. But that's honestly where I'm at with that. That's a boring one. Let's see. Did I get footage of the sea turtles? DPK asks. Yeah, I did. I got the shot I wanted. The water was a little murky this morning. We've had a lot of weather, a lot of heavy surf and wind. We get what we call the Christmas winds. We're getting weather from the north, from the North American winter. So we got some fronts pushing stuff through and winds, and so the waters were a little rough, and so it was hard to see a little bit. And I killed my GoPro. That's what happened. That's what I forgot about. Thank you, DPK, for reminding me. Here's the battery. Here's the GoPro, and if I put the battery in the GoPro, no, actually, it wasn't doing anything before, and now it's doing this crazy, like some of the lights doing this weird, like a bad light, and it's just like flickering on and off, and I ripped the battery out real quick. So it's still wet, but it seems like it's drying out. because now it's starting to do electrical things and it didn't do them before, but it's still not completely dry. My case leaked. My GoPro housing, the underwater housing, leaked. I didn't notice it until I was looking at the GoPro, and I could see that there was this fogginess, this steamy, this fog is not fog, but there was condensation on the lens inside of the GoPro, and I'm like, oh no, that's not good. There should be no moisture inside of there. Anyway, so I looked at it closely, and I was like, oh crap. And I ran to shore, and I tore it apart, and I definitely have what's on the SD card. I already looked at it. I mean, the footage is there, but I might have killed my GoPro, which is a real bummer. I love my GoPro. I love doing my underwater stuff. I'll even put it in a fish tank, just to get a different view of the blue tetras or something. But cross our fingers. I'm going to keep it by the air conditioner and just let it go for a couple of days even, and just dry out. Then maybe do it in a Ziploc bag for a minute in the freezer to maybe finalize it and dry it out a little bit more maybe. We'll cross our fingers on the GoPro. But yeah, I got some cool shots. I wanted a shot of Lucas with sea turtles. I didn't really want to film much for this because this is his content. He wanted to come here and do something. Yeah, I could make something, but it would be like me making a behind the scenes video of what he's doing, because I'm not going to give away his content. We can't make the same thing. And I was pretty much giving his, host, giving him the opportunity to come down here and something I can do every day. He'd spent a lot of money and come here for 3 days to do what I can do any day off. So it's his turn to film. So I'm going to, I got some footage, some behind the scenes, a little bit of stuff. And I'm going to throw that out tomorrow and talk about this new scape and some of my new scapes. I got a couple of new scapes. But Elliot's got a new floor plan going on up there, so we'll have to take a look at that, a little closer look at that. Anyways, no, I just want to say thank you guys all for hanging out, no matter what. I'm seeing there's 54 people hanging out in here, and I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. It's one thing to make content, film videos, let them post them up, but we all know that there's like two different sides to the content, to the YouTube platform. We've got an awesome community here, and I love this. Like, Lucas gets on the ferry today, and it's like, I had a fish keeping friend for 3 days on the island, and now he's gone, and I'm back to 0 on the island. You know what I mean? So it's you guys are my fish club. You guys are my fish friends and my fishy friends that I can sit here and show off my stuff to, and I really appreciate, and I mean that, like, I appreciate the fact that you guys take the time to comment on my stuff and engage with it. People don't know how powerful that is. Like, your engagement with my content is like I'm suffering a little bit. I'm not complaining, but I've hurt myself and been lazy here and there on YouTube. And for any of you out there that are content creators, it will get you in the behind. It is a hustle and a hard hustle. And unless you want to relax, you can relax, but you'll pay the price. I relax and I pay the price. But it's about having fun too. If I'm not having fun doing this, then I don't want to do it. So if I burn myself out and I start hating it, then that's no fun. I want to do that. So gotta keep it balanced. That's the most important thing. And the fish come first. Fish and family, and you got to make sure those things come first too. But it's really cool to have you guys though. And sharing when people share people's content, they don't realize that they just multiply. You just doubled the amount of people that could possibly see my video by sharing it. Like, shares is probably one of the most powerful things anybody can do for another content creator, because like I said, it multiplies. It's a multiplier. So every time you do that, 4 or 5 shares of a piece of content, 2 or 3, if they go out to the right direction, can make a video go viral. People don't realize that. And that a lot of viral videos happen because of the share action, the engagement and the sharing it out, the spreading it, and it creates this huge umbrella, and then that's how it goes viral overnight. Anyways, okay, enough of that. We're not talking about that. Let's talk about fish. I had given a little shout out to DPK again. I always love his stuff on Instagram. I've been loving Instagram, period. Just some good creators out there, content creators on Instagram putting stuff out. And I love all the research that DPK does when it gets into like microbiology and genetics and different things like that. And it's like, I notice sometimes I'll talk about something and he'll run with it, and he'll go do all this research and just post up all these little, or he'll send me like a link to a PDF file for some paper, you know, some academic paper or something. And it's like, it's really cool to know that someone out there is listening, someone else is like, they're with you and they're trying to, you know, throw you some information, help support you, help educate you. I feel like we're all here kind of educate each other, you know. It's just we stay. I think this is an awesome thing as long as we just keep it all positive and we just stay here to support each other, understand and respect each other's differences, just support each other as humans and as content, you know, as hobbyists, as people that are trying to take care of animals. You know, we're all just trying to keep these animals happy in these little glass boxes, and they come first. Green water help. Green water help. We got Sand Creek Aquatics. I give you the $2 super chat. We got green water help. I said the green water wizard was here. I can't get green water if I try. I've tried. It is not easy for me to create green water here. I'm sure I could. I'm sure I haven't tried hard enough. I'm sure there's a couple of easy, quick elements of just taking some different plant matter or something. You probably get some green water. 24-hour light, maybe. I'd like to get rid of that bacteria bloom behind me. You see here over my shoulder, just haunting me for a year and a half. I'm showing it to Lucas, and you know, I've talked to so many different people. You know, super experienced people and not. And everybody's like, you just have to wait it out. It just happens sometimes. I've never crossed it over, transferred to any other tanks. I've never had this happen. There's a new tank syndrome. You know, you can have that. I had that with the bow faced. It lasts 24 hours. I seasoned it and seeded it with an old sponge filter from this little tank down here. And in 24 hours, it was crystal clear. The bow face. Yeah, bam. But that tank, I've tried seasoning it multiple times with sponge filters and detritus and stuff and mulm from other tanks. I've done crazy water changes. I completely pulled out the filtration and replaced it with all new, brand new filtration to see if there was something funky living in there. As far as I'm concerned, it's in the substrate. It's that dirted. It kind of makes me, you know, I've had a lot of problems with that dirted planted thing. You got to be careful where you get some of your dirt. Yeah, you want to bring in some stuff from the wild sometimes, some organisms, but you be careful. You can bring in something funky too. And you got to deal with that until it colonizes and balances out or something in that little glass box, you know, test tube thing. So I don't know. I'm kind of over. I like these buffered substrates that are kind of more sterile, more and more balanced, and not carrying a bunch of you don't know what, you know, hitchhikers and stuff. So I am a fan of the deep substrate beds, deep layered substrate beds, sand caps. I'm totally all about that. Completely 100% agree with that. But I don't know about like organic potting soil from the hardware store anymore. Yes, it will work. I've done it. It works. Plants do love it. I feel like the soil, it leaches out really quickly and it runs out really quickly. Though the nutrients don't last very long. Yeah. Anyways, okay, rambling on. We got everybody in the chat. Everybody's hanging out and chatting with each other. Do got a question for me? I don't know why my name doesn't get lit up. That's why a problem here. If you guys are like tagging my name, it doesn't turn orange for me like if I was on YouTube. I'm looking at I have to look through OBS. It forces me to watch the chat through OBS, so I'm not fighting it. Let's see. Do you collect live foods anywhere on the island? Mosquito larvae, insects, worms? Yeah, I don't have to go out and collect them. All I have to really do, and I've done it many times before here in my apartment, there's enough stray mosquitoes that get into my apartment that I have to deal with and live with just living in the tropics. It's just here. They're in here, you know. Like I find mice and I find lizards and I find other weird bugs in my apartment regularly. They get in and they can't get out. They get lost and they get stuck in here or something. But all I have to do is set up kind of like I guess you would do infusoria. You want to create a water with, I can just take some plants, some aquarium plants, and even like beat them up and break them up so they're like damaged and they're going to start to rot or die or something. But you can literally just take a bucket, a bowl, and put a couple plants in there. You want this, or you want some organics in there, mulm and stuff like that. And in my apartment, the mosquitoes will lay eggs in there, and within a week, I have mosquito larvae, or less than that, within 3 days or so, I have mosquito larvae, and I can suck them up with a syringe. I can, run them through another shot glass if I wanted to rinse them or something, to clean them, and then right into the tank. And yeah, so I do. Sometimes I've messed around. I haven't done a consistent, continuous program of breeding mosquito larvae. Like some people I know will do like a bucket outside, put a top on it, paint it black, but you want that black hole, and they'll go into, they like dark colors, so they'll go into a black hole. So you can put like a black, you can paint something all white and then or dark. Actually, we just want to paint the whole thing all black, but you want to have a hole, and they can sense the moisture. They'll go in there because there'll be water in there, right? And they'll go in there and they'll love it. Yeah, a 5-gallon bucket with a lid with a hole in it, with like a 2-inch hole in the top of it, and just make sure it's black or dark color, and go put it out in the woods. And 3 or 4 days, you'll have thousands of mosquito larvae. There's a few people on the internet have shown that. I thought about doing that because I can do it. It happens. Like my 29-gallon tank, after I escaped it, I was, of course, going to let it cycle for a while. Nothing, I'm not going to put anything in there. And I came back around after like 2.5, 3 days, and I'm looking at the sand substrate, and I could see all these little things wiggling around. I'm like, what, worms? I was like, nope. Already had mosquito larvae in that tank because there was no fish. So in my house, if I do not keep fish in a body of water in any of these tanks, I'm going to get bit while I'm sleeping. I mean, I will be breeding. I have been. Before Lucas got here, I had to clear the house out because I had a tank that had nothing in it, and I was like, I didn't want him to get destroyed at night by mosquitoes, because I've been literally breeding mosquitoes in my apartment on accident because I realized this tank doesn't have anything. Sometimes I'll have that where I just have to go grab a whole bunch of guppies, wild guppies, and throw them into that tank to take care of all the mosquito larvae, because I don't want them to turn into mosquitoes in my apartment. It's an odd thing that some of us have to deal with. The Hawaiians know what I'm talking about. The Aussies might know what I'm talking about. DPK, I don't know where he's at in the States now. I thought he was, I don't know if he's in the States now or not, but I don't know if he knows what I'm talking about. He's in a tropical spot, but it's kind of cool. Now that I think about it, I should kind of go for that. Set up something and just to, it's some good footage, because I can show you guys all that under the microscope. The eggs are really interesting. They look really crazy. Mosquito eggs are, the way they do it, it's pretty cool. So I should probably just do that, make a video on that, and mix it up with the microscope there. Some microscope B-roll in there. Deanna Somerville, let's see. So I gotta catch up with you, Deanna. My boss is on my behind now because I took some days off. So he's going to put the fire under me and get me back into shape. I know that. I can tell already. He wants to have a business meeting. We got a little phone call later. So I think that I'm going to be grinding away, but I should have a day off this week. And whichever, it should be Tuesday. It might be later in the week. Whatever it is, I want to catch up with you on that day. So I will keep in touch with you via text, because I got like 3 things for you. I wanted you to get to meet Lucas. It's kind of a bummer that didn't work out, but we were exhausted, though. We were all over the place. Time melts away when you're filming and you're in the wild, and especially when you're working together. Like, it's one of those first times I've actually, now I think about it too, it's one of the first times where I was actually, I've done it other times, but like filming with someone else. Like working, like actually on felt like more like a film set, because you got multiple people working together, moving things and keeping it moving, because we can waste so much time filming if you don't like have a plan and have a filming schedule and be like, okay, we do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. Otherwise, the day will melt away. Before you know it, you've been filming and resetting up shots for 4 or 5 hours, right? So, and Lucas isn't that. You guys know Lucas doesn't like that, and that's what I love about Lucas, is like he just goes with it. He's there to show it to you, keeping it real. It's just a vlog, there's no need for all the, you don't have to have all the edit, all the transition, all this stuff. That's not where the value is. The value is in the education, the value is in the information, and you can do that with a cell phone. For all of you out there that are getting into content creation, or there are content creators out there, I mean, Lucas filmed with his cell phone the whole time. When I was in Peru with Corey filmed with his cell phone the whole time. I felt the need to have a Sony a6500 and filming in 4K, but no, but you can do 4K with the cell phone, and it can go underwater these days too, So it's all about the content. It's about the value. It's about the educational or the entertainment value, and that's what it comes down to. But that's what I love about his like total freestyle thing. It's not, you know, not so much that professional Hollywood edit and transitions and all that. It's that's not. I totally agree and believe it's just not. It's not what it's about. You know. Clean audio is good though. Who wants to watch something that's just hurting their ears? You know what I mean? Who wants to just? It's if you got a really bad camera that has a horrible. That's why I always recommend to people like get a good microphone. You can use your cell phone, but get a lavalier mic. Start with the lav mic, $12 or $9 on Amazon, and that lav mic is almost better than a Rode Mic Pro hanging off your camera, because the Rode mic's going to pick up a bunch of echo. It's going to pick up the whole room still too, and white noise. A lav mic, a cheap little $9 lav mic, right below your mouth, clipped to your shirt, you can't get better audio than that. And how easy is that? A cell phone and a $9 lav mic, and you're in business. You can edit it on your phone. So no excuses out there for anybody. No excuses. Everything Fish, how are you? Good to see you here. It's awesome to have my dad pop in the chat. You know, like have family up in here. You guys are like Fish family, but to have like real family, and then to have Deanna Summer, have my Islander friend. She's been here for about 30 something years. She's worked hard to protect the national park here in the Virgin Islands, and she's good people, down to earth, good people. And it's just nice to. It's interesting how it all comes together. That this all things just comes together. It's so beautiful. Let's see here. Someone should post Lucas's TikTok. Oh, ho, ho. I forgot about that. Woo! Oh, I am not touching TikTok. Don't worry about it. I am not touching it. But Lucas, you guys want to see something interesting? Y'all want to see something interesting? Check out Lucas's TikTok. That's where he cut looses. That's where he cut looses. That's where he likes to cut loose. That's what I've noticed. I'm not downloading the app to my phone. I love everybody. I would love to watch his. I don't want to even think about that. Like trying to do that. I mean, anyways, yeah. Check out Lucas's TikTok. The TikTok that he did at 3:30 4. I think it was 4:30 a.m. Well, I was streaming with Aquascaping 101. I was streaming with the Hawaiians, and Lucas was outside, and that's all I'm gonna say. He left the house. he was outside. You gotta go watch the TikTok. You'll see. I'm not gonna give it away. Having fun though. It's all about having fun though. I'll tell you what. This whole weekend with Lucas, the way he rolls, it is something that I believe in so very much. Is you got to focus on the positive. You got to focus on being in the moment right now, not worried about what could happen in the future, being fearful or worrying or studying things too hard in the future, or holding on to stuff from the past, or carrying things on from the past, or like constantly, grinding into some stuff that the past. Being in the moment, being in the now is just so powerful, and that's something that I know Lucas does, and I follow that same methodology, that same way of life of just kind of, in a way, having faith that everything's going to come together. You got to have a little bit of faith and a little bit in life. Not necessarily I don't want to get into religion. It doesn't have to be religious. Just have faith that things are going to come together, and if you're a good person and you work hard, I mean, there's unfortunate events that happen to people, but if you do good and you're a good human being, and I feel like I said, positive attracts positive. It's the law of attraction, and things will come together. But we had a lot of fun. It was a lot of laughing and joking, being very playful. Lucas spends a lot of time with Wesley, his son, as like a stay-at-home dad, and so he's very playful. Lucas, when he wants to have fun, it's like hanging out with a 6-year-old. And that's no insult to him. He would totally understand. He knows what I mean. He totally just... And what's wrong with that? You're 40 years old. 50 years old. And when I'm 60, 70, 80, I would hope that I'm still going to be joking and playful and laughing and, poking fun and being giggly and running around. And, it's important. You got to hold on a little bit. You got to be happy. We got this one life. Everybody has their different thoughts, whether how many lives they have or whatever. But anyways... You know, we've got this time here. We should enjoy it, make the best of it. But I don't feel like you can do that so much without being here in the moment. If you're focusing on that or you're focusing on that, then you're not focusing on what's happening right now, right? And then that's which is the most important thing. Making those moment to moment decisions, all the little things. I don't want to be preaching about this stuff. But anyways, let's see, what do we have? I got that one there, this 15-minute Sands Creek Aquatics. Yeah. Let's see. What's going on in the chat over here? Joseph, full life got the full LRV lifeline. No, I don't think it was so much that, because there's things that we talked about it, but I don't think we got, he drilled me. I think we totally kind of on the same page with that. It's not something that most people would do. Most people are too afraid to let go, though, and have faith in their passion project kind of, and try to, you know, I think a lot of people are like, no, I got to control it. No, I got to have this under control. I got to be that. I got to have that. I got to make the, or it's all going to fall apart and nothing's going to work. And I don't think, I think that's a little unhealthy to a certain extent sometimes. I think you're going to make yourself sick with worry. I love my mother to death, but she, you know, she used to worry about money a lot. And I felt like in some cases that really harmed her mental health, physical health. Through mentally just stressing over, you know, bills that need to be paid and stuff. And it's like, what are they going to do to you? They're bills. I mean, no offense, but I mean, we'll get the bills, but you still, the most important thing is that we have family, we have each other, we have our community, and love prevails, you know, and the bills will still be there, you know. The bills will still be there. Don't let them eat you up. Let's see, Bob Kaler, how are you, man? Good to see you here. 60 people watching, 44 likes. Let's even that up. I like that, Bob. That's a good idea. Sounds good to me. Let's see. We got Chappie up in here. Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, we had a lot of late night live chat. Yeah, we did, but it's good stuff. If anything, we just solidified this, like, yeah, no. Yeah, we're saying the same thing. Yeah, no, we totally agree on that. Yeah. Haley and Amber are worried that that me and Lucas would just run away. You know, Lucas was not going to get on the plane. There was a moment there. I kind of had to tell him, you know, you should probably get on the airplane. You should probably go home to your son, Lucas. Think about Wesley and Sarah. You need to go home. He's like, oh yeah, okay. It's easy to get lost in the sunset here in the white sandy beaches. Okay. Can we talk about fish again, Amber says. Okay, we can talk about fish. We can talk about fish. Yeah, we can talk about fish. Let's see. Haley, remember they were trying to... Nobody hit a cow. Nobody hit anything. Needed red meat because he needed red meat. What? I missed all that. We were very safe. Lucas got to drive on the left side of the road. He twice I had to remind him to get onto the left side of the road. Scary, but you know, we got it together. He got it down eventually. But I had to keep him looking at the road because he kept wanting to like look off at the views, and simple views, stuff that I'm like spoiled by. I'm like, yeah, there's telephone poles in that view. Yeah, just wait until we get down the road. He's like, oh my God, this is beautiful. Oh my God, that's beautiful. And I'm like, Lucas, look at the road. Look at the road. Oh yeah, it was fun. It was good times. It was nice to go run around. I felt like we were being two kids in elementary, you know, two kids running around playing in the gut, playing in the creek. You know, when you were a kid running around playing in the creek, catching tadpoles and stuff like that. It was cool. We were just being kids. It was so much fun, and just didn't get to do it with somebody else because I'm normally out there doing that stuff by myself. And it was interesting to have him do his own, you know, get his perspective on it and see his filming style. And to just get to kick around in the guts and hike up through some trails and up through some guts with someone else who totally gets it too. So fun stuff. I think it was, to me, it was like a gift to me. I just hit 14,000 subscribers. So I'm not studying that stuff too much. I'd rather have thousands or hundreds of thousands of views on my videos than hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I appreciate it all, but I just hit 14K, and so this was the kind of like, this weekend was like my celebration of breaking 14K, and it was kind of like my gift was, in a way, I felt like it was a gift, to, you know, an honor and a gift to get to hang out and spend, you know, 3 days with Lucas. It was a kind of like, I felt like I just had like a holiday weekend. I'm definitely exhausted from all the fun that we had. So, I mean, we were snorkeling. We were snorkeling this morning with sea turtles at like 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So, I am exhausted. My legs are like jello from hiking and from snorkeling, from using the flippers, from swimming in the ocean, from free diving. I haven't done that. I haven't done this much running around in a while. I feel like I've been pretty lazy. 2 kids playing, Ginger Graves says. Sounds about right. Yep, yep. We got to do that. We should all be able to do that. I don't care how old any of us are. We should all be able to take our shoes off and go play in the grass, or go put our feet in the water, go dig around in the dirt, go pick plants, go be in nature, go play in nature, go be in it and be absorbed and get away from all the stuff, get connected. I think we should all do that. We should always have a moment to go do that. I think that we get that with our tanks a little bit, but I think it's really important to get out of the house and go be grounded with nature every once in a while on a regular basis. I think it's a healthy therapeutic thing to do. And if anything, I've been working hard and grinding away, and I haven't been doing it enough. So Lucas got me out this weekend, and I feel really energized from that, and it just, you know, it makes me want to go out next weekend and go do something, just to go get out, because it, you know, get the blood flowing. Me and him both have been working on exercise and stuff too, kind of tightening ourselves up. At our age, you got to kind of get in your 40s, and you got to kind of have more of a routine. You got to keep it together. You know what I mean? Tighten up. Anyways, let's see here. Susan for SLC Aquatics, hashtag Fish Fair Mom. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Griffin's Fish Room. Welcome to the stream. Honda Civic. What's up, man? I didn't know if I said hi already, but Fish Kid Jake. What's up, man? Good to see you here. 23 Aquatics in the house. Oh, boy. Yeah, I need some rest, but I still have to go film, edit. I got to deal with my dinner. My house is a little bit of a wreck. It looks nice right here because, you know, it's camera. I can hide everything, but everything else in the house is a mess right now because he had to sleep on a cot. He slept on a fold-out cot right in front of my tanks. He slept right behind me here. I mean, I don't have a very big apartment, but, you know, we were winging it, shoestring budget here, and just making it work. So, slumber party with LRB. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Deleting messages. What have you got yourself into here, Amber? That is the question. The big question. Oh, and I finally got Patreon figured out. Like, there's still a little bit of a loophole. The app wants you to use some other app to do 30-second kind of like Snapchat videos or something that disappear after a few hours or something through the Patreon app in order to do video content. That's one way. And it's like goofy. I want stuff that's going to be there because my patrons might take a week to see that video. So, I still have to film a video on my phone, upload it to YouTube. Once I have that link, I can, though, through the Patreon app, I can now, with a couple of, it still takes more work than it should be. They need to make it better. But I can post from my phone to Patreon, like video content and stuff like that. So look forward to more of that. I'm serious. I'm going to do more of that because that was my big thing. Like, that's what I love about Instagram. If I can just pick up my phone, bam, 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 go upload, and then we're done. Like, it's so easy to get content out when it's that effortless. So definitely look forward to more on Patreon. I want to be more engaged with people over there. I want to have a place, if nothing else, where people want, when I'm not streaming, if people want to ask me questions, I'm all about answering questions if I can. If I don't know it, I'm going to tell you I don't know anything about that. I'm not going to lie and be like, well, this and this and this, or go over here and Google it. You know, we're all learning here, but there might be something I might be able to help somebody, and that's kind of what I like to be here for on YouTube too, you know. Share what I've learned. But I'm learning every day. You know, every fish, every different species that I try to breed or something, there's like a learning lesson in there. You know, because everybody, they all got different characters, they all have different parameters, different biotopes. There's always something to learn. Lucas did not take any guppies. No, we were really focused on filming hardcore. We had to hustle. We were moving pretty fast. Like I said, the just daylight would just melt away. So we definitely were moving for a lot of it, and so we did not get to even get. I wanted to have some yellow King Kongs. I wanted to have some of my. I feel like someone's at my door. I keep hearing noises outside. Yellow. I wanted to have some yellow King Kongs. I wanted to have some wild guppies. I wanted to have. He wanted to take some tetras too. I would love for him to have the tetras, but I told him, I was like, I don't want him to have the tetras unless he's truly gonna try to breed them, because that's where I'm at with them. I need anybody who gets these blue tetras. It's like I want some universities to get a grip of them for sure, but I need to. I need to know that there's. I'm not just. I don't. I want to give them to somebody to just go put them in a tank for looks. These fish need to be propagated. They need to be bred. They need to be reproduced. We need to get a population. I would love to get these in the hobby. Like take what I have here. Maybe even go back to Peru and enrich the blood with some more. Get another group and add them to this. But just get these fish into the hobby. I think they're beautiful. They are a true nano fish. Everybody thinks they're bigger than they are. They are the size of your thumbnail. They are your pinky fingernail. They are tiny little fish, and I love that. I love that little little nano micro fish thing. Let's see. We're getting close to the end of the hour. Once again, though, I do want to say thank you to all of you awesome people. The ones you guys got family and friends out there in this chat. We have loved ones. We have just awesome fishy nerd friends here. Plant nerd friends and all kinds of cool people up in here, and I appreciate all of your support. I appreciate all of you that do take the time to watch my content when it comes out and like those videos and share them out on Facebook and other social media platforms where maybe someone out there gets something out of it, might enjoy it or something like that. And that's what I love that. I want people to enjoy the stuff that I put out there. Anyways, let's see what is going on in the chat. Anything else? Any other crazy questions? Which thing? So 20,000. What is happening? How am I in trouble? Somehow I will always be in trouble, but I think it's just that's just how the universe works here, huh? Somehow it's always my fault, and I am gonna be in trouble. And one way or the other. Anyways, yeah, no, I love you guys. I appreciate all of your support. I appreciate all of the love and the engagement that I get from you guys, and the support, and just all of the knowledge, sharing back and forth. Let's see here. Yeah, William Jansen is asking, Amber, does furin 2 kill plants? I know she's going to say yes, and I'm going to say it's depending what's already in the water when you add it, depending on what's the TDS of the water, what's the pH of the water, and what plant is it. Hornwort, you probably would melt hornwort. Certain plants, you probably would damage them. But I've used fenbendazole, levamisole, metronidazole, that erythromycin. One thing that I know definitely will jack up plants is hydrogen peroxide. People want to use it for algae control, but if you overdo the tank, for one, you'll gas your fish, but you will also, you can make certain plants like hornwort and other very delicate plants that like a certain level of pH and stuff, or, hardness and stuff like that too. You can totally shock them and they will just fall apart on you. If anybody's ever had hornwort do that, they know what I'm talking about. When all those little hairs from the hornwort just all over the tank, they just overnight it just melts, it falls apart. It gets shocked. It needs, that's a plant that you just can't shock it with a pH shock. It will just, the stem will stay alive and it will come back. It's a very aggressive plant and will find a way. But all the little hair-like leaves fall off like an animal going bald. Like, oh boy. I'm not in trouble. I'm good. That's good to know. That is good to know. I'm good. I like that. That's good to know. Well, once again, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate all of you. I hope you guys are all having the beginning, having a good beginning of your new year. Hope things are working out for everybody. I hope that, like I said, I hope everybody's getting a little bit of time on their Sunday to hang out with their family. Maybe cook a dinner, do some water changes, listen or watch some streams, take care of some, take care of your family. Maybe watch some movie, getting ready for the new week, getting ready for the work week, getting ready for Monday and the hustle. Yeah. But yeah, keep it positive out there, you guys. Stay in the moment, stay in the now. Don't be worrying about the future. Don't be worrying about the past. Worry about right now. Worry about what you're doing right now. Worry about the person standing in front of you. The loved one or someone that is right there in front of your face, right there, and that's what's important right now. What you're doing in your body, what you're putting in your body, how you're treating yourself right now. Those are the things that are how you're taking care of your fish today. That's all this stuff to me is like that's where it's at. You got to stay in the moment, or you're being distracted by stuff that happened already or hasn't happened yet. And that's just wasteful thinking to me. But we all have it. We all do it sometimes. We all have our moments. But I try if I can to kind of like grab myself and bring myself back down to the now. And when I'm wandering off into worrying about the future or this or that. And I don't know. I think you have to like follow your heart and do what you love. That's another thing that I'll say before I get out of here. Just because I want to share a little love with you guys and just share with you what keeps me going, because I think some people need to hear that sometimes. But you gotta have, I don't know, you gotta have a little bit of faith and have just kind of, but follow your dreams. You gotta be doing what you love. You gotta be doing what if you can. Some people don't take the time to kind of soul search and find out who they really are, what they really really love. Not go be a doctor because you make a lot of money at it. But what do you love? Who are you inside? What makes you happy? Taking care of people, helping people, fixing people. Okay, maybe you should be a doctor, but find out who you are and what really gets you going and what really is going to sustain your soul and how can you give back, right? And that's how, for me, that's where I branched off to be where I'm at right now, was asking myself those questions and then making a path from there. And I think it's important. I think people are a lot happier if you do what you love. Like Haley would say, live your best life. Like, if you're not, you're wasting time until you start doing it. And you can sit around and think about it, talk about it, but until you just start doing it, you're actually just wasting time and damaging opportunities. I feel like a lot of times when people are not present and in the moment, gifts come before them, things pass before them, opportunities come before you, and if you're in your head worrying about what might happen in the future or something in the past, you might miss out on this beautiful opportunity that's standing right in front of your face, right? Because your head's somewhere else for a minute, and then that opportunity was standing there for a minute, and then it gone. Oh wait, you turn around and you're like, oh wait a minute, I was gonna grab that, but I was, for a minute I was worried about that, and then I lost it. Like that's how life works. You will miss great opportunities, not being present, not being in the moment to take advantage of them and grab them out of the universe while they're present in front of you. And not to be deep or weird, but that's really how I believe, and that's how I try to get through life is, be positive, be in the present moment, respect other people, do unto others as you have them do unto you, and follow your heart. You got to follow your heart. Follow your heart, and love will prevail. That's the key. Everybody's worried about computers and all these things taking over. I feel like as long as us as humans continue to hold true to our values and that love and respect for human life and for the rest of our planet, if we nurture those feelings and carry them on, humanity will, robots aren't going to destroy us. Or we're not going to destroy ourselves is basically what it comes down to, because that's what it comes down to. So, got to nurture the positive energy and spread it, keep it positive. Try to stay away from the negative stuff. You got a funky thought, try to think twice before you verbalize it, because you verbalize it to the next person and now you gave the funk to them, and then they're gonna go give the funk to the next person, and they're gonna go get this. Like, it's contagious. So realize your anger, your negativity towards one person is gonna carry down the line. You don't know what you. So just keep it positive. Anyways, I love you guys. Hope you guys have an awesome work week this week. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your Sunday. Good evening. Have a good night, and I love you, Dad, if he's still hanging out. Amber, I love you. I love all you fishy friends out there. Hope you guys just have living, living your passions, doing what you love, following your dreams, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, but remember, guys, keep your tanks clean, your fish fed, and have fun.